you say racism doesn't exist, but when referring to the COVID-19, you say China virus. Why do you say China virus?
Because it's from China. The New York Times published this story on Monday about a group of mothers who were so tired, I'm just so tired of the pandemic, that they met together to scream in a field. Now, you know you're retarded. This is the New York Times. A group of 20 mothers in Boston gathered to do a primal screaming to release the building stress of parenting during COVID. Watch this. Isn't that insane? They are upset, stressed out about being home with the children, by being parents. My mother had 9 children. 9. One of my aunts, she got married, they had 15, 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. And they didn't have to go to the field and scream. The scream sessions were led by a licensed therapist, a woman with a degree. I told you people with degrees are as dumb as a doorknob. Save your money, folks. Return to the Father. It's cheaper. And operate from wisdom, from common sense. And you pay your money to go to some dumb therapist because they have a degree, a piece of paper that says they're smart and they're not. And they take you into a field to scream. This therapist's name is Sarah Harmon. Her aim was to help exhausted mothers to allow themselves to feel out of control. They're already out of control. The anger has them out of control, dumb woman. Once they scream, they may feel ego feeling good a minute, but as soon as they get back to the home with the kids, they ain't gonna like that. Lord have mercy. This woman, this therapist, right, said that her children were driving her absolutely nuts during the pandemic. So the therapist is going nuts. How's she going to therapy you when she's a nut? Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Aubrey Joy got nuts. Mine don't. What a sad... The therapist is crazy. Her children are driving her absolutely nuts, according to this report from the New York Times. The New York Times offer a scream hotline. So ladies, if y'all want to scream, call the hotline. Oh! Oh! You need to go lock that one up. Well, some people are not going to take the mask off, even as Fauci came out and said, you know what, I was just playing.
Yeah.
There's nothing, everything fine. Y'all never had to wear a mask. I just needed some money.
And attention.
And a lot of attention because I'm so short. And I can't even get a building because of the prices and the regulations and the restrictions. Now they're talking about the mandates and the taxes, all kind of crap. And so I have no other choice but to move. I think I'm moving to Florida. And I never imagined leaving California.
Well, I thought maybe you'd stop by here and move to Wichita Falls. I thought that'd be so great to have you here.
But black people don't like coal. William, get it off your chest. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. Can you hear me?
No.
You can't hear me?
No, I cannot hear you.
Oh, my God. All right, can you hear me?
No,
Hello?
I still cannot hear you asking me if I can hear you.
Oh.
William, I can hear you, man. What the? And are you working out in that glittery shirt
That shirt's gone. You're never going to see it ever
forever?
again.
We need to do a shout out for the shirt.
I can't believe I'm seeing this shit. This motherfucker. Yo. This fucking guy just filled his 2 bags up with everything. Look at me in my face like, what's good? I was watching him the whole time. My man just went Christmas shopping in January. He had the condoms, the shampoo.
And if you notice the guy that has been accused of stealing that and walking out, he's just calm and relaxed. Why y'all looking at me? What y'all want? Y'all looking at me because I'm black.
People started finding you on YouTube through kind of the Get a Job, the Savage Moments, and all those things.
Your job is amazing. If you doubt, call Mommy Africa.
Quick question. Does God exist?
Absolutely and without a doubt.
How do you know that?
I can see him.
Who?
God.
What do you see?
Him.
Who?
God.
So is God a person?
No, he's a spirit.
He's not a physical being. So God is a
spirit.
What's a spirit?
God.
Right. Yeah, but what's a spirit though?
God.
Right. Right. Could you describe what a spirit is?
God. That's the darndest thing I ever seen. When I'm driving down the road, I look over and there's a man or a woman sitting in a car by themselves. Nobody else around. In the car. And they have a mask on. Now you know something's wrong. What? No, they're afraid of themselves.
Like, one thing I've learned out of all this though, like is talking to women, man. Like I used to have a really bad habit of telling women, like, man, I'm gonna put a baby up in you and all that. And then like, yeah, but like I stopped saying that dumb stuff because like I don't know, they just take it the wrong way. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, you stop saying that.
Yeah, I feel like it's backfiring on me.
It is.
You know, I have a girlfriend, and her mom recently, like 2 weeks ago, died because she would drink too much alcohol.
She did.
And
so they're going to give you free crack pipes. Do you love white people?
yeah, I love white people enough to tell them the truth that they're not special. That's why they hate China. China reminds them that they're not supreme. Right, Jesse?
Supreme to what?
Because remember you say white supremacy doesn't exist?
Right.
It doesn't, right?
It doesn't. And white people don't believe that it does either.
They do believe. That's why they
No,
hate
they don't
China.
believe that. You believe that about them. They don't believe that because, believe me, Rich, if white people believed at all that they were superior, you wouldn't be in America. You wouldn't be here.
Jesse, why do white people spray the sky and block the sun if this is their land?
Rich, thanks for calling, buddy. I appreciate it. They're going out of left field now. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate you, buddy. And really, you're hurting their ego. It's not them. They just identify with the ego. Think about that. Really, really think about that. When men ruled the world, the emotion wasn't even considered hurting someone's feeling. And if you got your feelings hurt, especially if you were a man, a male, a grown male too, they had a name for that, for which I will not say. I can imagine myself coming home from school. Grandma, somebody hurt my feeling at school today. What the? I would have got my butt whooped. That would have been worse than emotional feelings.
Fluky Unicorn with a couple of diamonds on D-Live says, Blatz had a mostly peaceful brawl.
I was thinking about that fight if you missed it, you can podcast, where these blacks, it's been reported that these black adult grown men and women went to this restaurant and had a brawl in the restaurant, throwing the people furniture around and carrying on. You can't take them nowhere. This is black excellence at work.
Video shared with Eyewitness News shows punches being thrown and high chairs flying as a fight breaks out inside the Golden Corral in Bensalem Friday evening. Bensalem police confirm the brawl may have involved more than 40 people and happened following an argument among some customers, but officers didn't know what sparked the argument.
No big deal. Why they blame that on racism? And it was amazing to see that. But it's so common now, it's almost not amazing anymore. It's really just, if I had an afro, it would blow it off. But thank God I have an Amerifro. Thank you.
Dan the Man 69 with the Ninja Guinea on D Live. You were calling him Nick. You were calling Nick a Mexican for a long time. He's not. Now you calling him an anchor baby. What the?
Well, he an anchor baby Mexican.
Yes, exactly.
Anchor baby were born in America. Nick was born in America. Therefore, he is an anchor baby. So, see? Now, if you just want to divorce this guy, you just don't want to be with him, you need to say that and then do it. And then whatever consequences come, be ready for them. But you stand with him because you feel sorry for him. That's not a reason to stay together either. Are you Hispanic?
Yes.
Is he Hispanic as well?
No, he's white.
You white? Well, how about your children's father? He's Mexican?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you really want to be with the Mexican?
That's what you're telling me?
No, I'm asking.
No, it's not even who I want to be with. Honestly, I would like to work out my marriage. It's just like this person is blind to everything, and he's
Do you want to be with? Do you want to be with the Mexican? I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. When I'm alone.
I don't know how you do it being single and not married. Maybe for all these problems that people go through.
Do you want to be with the Mexican?
I do.
Danny, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Jesse. Can you hear me?
No, sir. I can't hear you.
Hello, Jesse. I hope you're doing well.
Oh. This is such an amazing story from the Daily Mail. CNN commentator Van Jones has welcomed home a new baby daughter with a female friend after the two decided to become conscious co-parents. Beta! Over a friendly meal. Can you imagine having a meal and you guys are just friends and you say, oh, you know what, let's make a baby together. And let's call it co-parenting. Jones is 53, who already has a daughter, Beta, with ex-wife Gina Carter, told TMZ that he realized he wanted to raise another child after the pandemic lockdown. Oh, let me find a friend of mine to make it with. What a dummy. What a dummy.
I went for Gabe Mama recently.
Amazing. How did it go?
I was a little bit scared about it. It went well.
And why were you afraid going into it?
I didn't want to hurt her feelings, I guess, man. That's what it was.
Man. But go ahead. Twitter removed the video from multiple accounts of a South Carolina schoolgirl getting beat on by a bigger student. Isn't that amazing? Imagine, if you will, if that had been a big white girl beating up on a black girl, little skinny black girl like that. Would they have taken the video down? Or would that be talked about all day long for the next couple months? Gregory is out of Florida. Gregory, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Jesse?
All is well, sir. How are you?
All right. Do you remember when I called you in January?
No.
I called you.
Never ask a black man if he remembers. Thank you for calling, Greg. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for answering. And happy President's Day, too.
Oh, yeah, today is President's Day.
Yeah.
Happy President's Day.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Speaking of President's Day, my question to you today is, out of all the presidents from George Washington up until now, who would you say is your favorite and why?
ISIS has spread like cancer. Another mess I inherited.
That's my favorite, and that's the reason why.
Yes.
Donnie is a first-time caller out of Boston, Mass. Danny, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Or Donnie.
Thank you so much. Yes, hi, Jesse. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I want to tell you Happy President's Day also.
I'm sorry?
I want to tell you Happy President's Day and thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Happy President's Day.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Donnie. I appreciate it, buddy. Brent is out of New York. Brent, welcome to the show. You're on there. I appreciate that, Donnie. Thank you, buddy. So he's on disability right now?
Yeah, he hurt his back. He used to work with
Beta
air
back.
conditioner.
We'll keep it rolling, 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 roll hard. Russ is out of Hampton, Virginia. Russ, get it off your chest.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, Jesse?
All is well, sir. How you?
I'm doing good.
Good, man.
Yeah. I'm shocked that you didn't answer that the way I thought you would. But okay.
Well, you didn't say you were good.
I am good.
No man is good.
Yes, sir. I am good.
What's good about you?
I said I'm good.
What's good about you?
I'm a positive man. I take care of my family, and I'm helpful for those around me.
You have a wife
good.
and children?
What? Yes, I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I do.
All right,
well, no, I don't. No, I don't. I have an ex-wife. And I have children.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
What
That's
difference-
amazing.
What? Why is that so amazing?
I didn't know you had a family.
Yes, sir. I have a family.
Nice.
I have an ex-wife and I have 2 children. One of which I want to brag on the air is at Syracuse University in New York.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're not bragging about it because that's not something you should brag about.
Well, no, I am going to brag about it because he deserves to be bragged upon. So I have a son that's at Syracuse University right now, and I have a daughter that graduated from Howard University.
Did they get there by way of affirmative action?
No, they got there just like.
Well,
when I went
Howard
to
is a
college.
black university anyway. It doesn't take much, but it's this other college, a white school.
Syracuse University? You don't know what Syracuse is?
I know it's in New York somewhere, but I don't know anything about the school.
Yes, Syracuse is a white university.
So your son,
It's like
your son got there
it's
by
like-
way of affirmative action?
no, my son got there because he applied and he was deserving to go to Syracuse University.
So
it's like $80,000. Yes.
Wow, what a mess. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. I got to take a break. One more hour to go, folks. Hake is coming in with the Hake news, not the fake news, but the Hake news. I'll be back one more hour of Open Line Friday. Back in a moment.
I think some of the things we've learned in this pandemic are going to stay the same. I may never ride a subway again without a mask. I may never go indoors to big crowds and never feel comfortable without a mask, and that's up to me to do that.
That's a no-hope female. That's a no-hope female. What do you think about
that? 90 going north on Streamlabs. I can just imagine Jesse as a doctor and explaining the bad news to the family. Ma'am, your husband expired. He died right there on the table. He did.
He did.
May his soul rest in peace.
So what do you think about the fact that white people are under attack right now and everybody try to make them the excuse and the enemy? What do you think about that?
What do you mean white people are under attack?
They're called racists. They're called white supremacists. They're tearing down statues of white people. They're throwing books away of white authors. They're blaming white people for everything. Is that fair to the whites?
Look, I'm white, and they've never torn down a statue of me.
Because you don't have one.
If they did have a statue of me, they wouldn't fucking be tearing it down.
Is it fair that they're destroying white statues and putting up a loser statue like George Floyd? Is it true that you admit out loud to being something called pansexual?
Yes.
What's a pansexual? I didn't know what that meant.
So to me, pansexual means I'm attracted to cis women, cis men, but also trans women and trans men.
So what's a sissy woman and a sissy man? What does that mean?
Savage.
King Cole.
Savage. Beta. Savage. Savage. Beta. Savage. 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 Savage, 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 beta, savage, 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 beta, savage, 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 beta.
Get a job. How you doing, Mr. Hank?
I'm doing fine. The name is Hake.
Okay, Hank.
Wow, such utter disrespect. I said the name is Hake, and you just said Hank again. Are you hard of hearing?
Okay. No, I just call it Hank. You know, I mean, whatever. You just, hillbilly.
Can I call you N-word?
Janice's primary care physician at the time, Dr. Richard Schmidt, told colleagues his theory as to how Janice became infected.
He said, Janice is a slut.